Hi, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio, and this is an 18 by 24 inch canvas, an oxo omelet turning flip and fold spatula. I pre-primed this with Artist Loft White that had GAC 800 and Floetrol in it, so it's nice and level. And I just did a painting I expected to be a background, and it didn't turn out to be a background, but I started it with yellow and I really liked how it worked out. And I think I'm going to experiment, and no matter what I do I can always paint over it, so I'm going to not worry about it. I took the Vivid Intense Clear that I thought was white and poured it in a bottle and mixed it with pouring medium before I realized that it wasn't white. So rather than waste it, as I just explained to somebody earlier today, I actually added white to it, so it's sort of very, very clear. Now I'm going to try and use Shiny Taffeta. Which is a Prizm pour, and maybe some other colors like this yellow, mellow yellow, and a dab of hollyberry. These are both new purely pigments. And I'm just going to give it a shot to mixing those up. Right there. I'm not going to worry about that white. Back. Tuscan Sun. Ooh, that was more than I intended by a long shot. But that's okay. And so now I'm just going to play. If I get quiet suddenly, it's probably going to wind up being fast forwarded. I'm going to take my orange crush. And Love You Pink, Orange Crush Prizm Pour, Love You Pink, Primary Element. Now I'm going to use Magenta, purely pigment Magenta. Which I maybe should have put on the other side. I'd like to incorporate some of my aqua colors. They're gorgeous. I think I have to either wipe this off or scrape it off. Maybe both. Pardon me for a second. Since that's being a problem child, I'm going to go back from this other direction. Not sure what to do about that, so I'm going to give it some more magenta. Right there in the middle. It's a little tricky. And when you use a lighter color like I did the Love You Pink, it's always subject to resistance. Alright, so I'm going to use the Vibrant Aqua. Along with some Cerulean C. Really? Luckily there's not a lot of paint there. And a little bit of what I was trying to say, Cyan Aqua. Today's the day of paint chips. Maybe every day is the day of paint chips, actually. I do not promise. I am not sure that I don't really actually like unprimed or more matte, more toothy textured canvases better than I like primed ones. I am going to grab, ooh, Purely Pigment, Lilac Lapis. And I have some black plum, and I think it might come out right now as soon as I can get to it. I'm figuring anything that I don't like about this is going to leave it completely wide open for doing other things to it tomorrow or later, just later. I can't talk right now. Now there's no sparkle in these Purely Pigments, but there could be if you wanted to use them in combination with Primary Elements. More Black Plum, more Lilac Lapis. I keep being called to, and I'm going to not resist the jasmine. I think it's either more magenta or saffron or both. I'm going to use up this paint right here. I kind of want to scrape things, but I'm not ready yet. I want to bring back some yellow. And I think that's going to be sour lemon this time. And maybe a little saffron. just going to give up thinking I know what I'm doing and just do stuff. This is the clear and the white. Oops. Oh well. Hopefully that's a happy accident. It's definitely nearing time when I'm past time for wiping off my spatula. But like I said, I wanted a background. So background is what I'm going to get. Or not, depending on how it works out. I am being called over and over again to some blue velvet. Not sure how it's going to react with all the other stuff I've got on here. Where did all this little flecks come from? Must have been right off the bottle. Okay, well they didn't seem to hurt anything. I want purple for this other side. Maybe I'll just leave that right like it is. It's a little disconcerting having to wipe so much paint off. I want, what's it feel like to want? I want some of the clear and white and some of the periwinkle. And some of the cyan aqua. And a little bit of jasmine. I might have to come back to this tomorrow because I'm running out of time. I don't mind that. That's the periwinkle. That's black plum. More jasmine. And I want a dark purple, but I'm going to give myself a little bit of this water lily anyway. Now I've got indigo violet. I can see now I'm going to want to put a little bit of orange crush in here. 2. Maybe I just can't paint backgrounds. This reminds me of colors in one of my dad's paintings. Maybe I'm channeling Dad today. I have a nice blade of paint. Now I talked about orange. I don't want a lot, but I want a little. I have quite a bit already. Cool, it didn't double drip. Now, do I want any yellow or do I want to wait until tomorrow? I don't want to pull any more paint off. That's cool. I'm going to put some Tuscan Sun in there, I think. Not sure what to do about those black flecks. I just want to scoop them out. So I've left this for nearly 6 weeks, and I've come back to add a few things like a little Mystique, Primary Element, touch up a few missing places. I'm thinking of using a little bit of that down here too, along with some Red Violet Vivid Intense Fluorescent, which would be better if the top were open. There we go, I got it. Which I may also use again in a minute. So I'm thinking of calling this something similar to Sun Behind the Mountain. And I don't think that red violet's going to show up much, but a little will go a long way. I also want to add, and every time I looked at it for this 6 weeks, trying to figure out what I needed, I kept thinking I wanted to add some Dancing Fuchsia. But this is Plum Blossom. And I'm going to add some Dancing Fuchsia to it. And I've got some pink carnation now. Dancing Fuchsia is a purely pigment. Wipe off my spatula this time. had a little bit of something else still left. I had a residual. I still have a residual. The reason I'm using the Plum Blossom is because it's a light color. So I'm going to try some Periwinkle. And I might, yes I am, going to use some shiny taffeta. Get rid of the rest of this dancing fuchsia first. So to mute that bright yellow-green down. Well, I haven't put the pink carnation in. Yes, I need that. And if that doesn't please me, then it's going to be some orange crush again. Or maybe sour lemon. Sour lemon with orange, with a little holly berry in it. Let's just do that now anyway. Or else. Seem to have a few black floaty things. I'm not sure where they came from. I like the pink carnation because it seems to affect the orange in a very positive way. I'm not over the dancing fuchsia yet though. I like the white. I also have water lily, which may happen in a second. I'm going to use a little bit of white. I might put some white on the sun. That is my water lily, which is a Prizm pour. I will list the colors below the video. Not sure about that. I'm not really totally adjusted to white yet, but I don't mind using it when I have some paint on my spatula to sort of chill it down. One little spot I just wanted to make less so. I kept thinking, oh, I forgot about the water lily. Hang on. Wipe this off. Bring it over to the edge and hope I can make it stick. I have one exposed edge. It'll get some color eventually. I am thinking blue flame. And I might put some down here too. Yes, I like that. And then I'm going to be almost done. I've got some weird color up here, but I kind of don't hate it. I do have to make sure my bottles are out of the way so I can work. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that weird color, or most of it. I don't mind making a little green on the edge of the mountain. I'm a big fan of using up my paint. There, I made a line, and that's okay. I like that line. I think I'm going to take my paint right off my spatula. There, I don't know if it's 100%, but it's pretty darn close. I kind of want some of that right up here. I kept thinking cerulean blue, and I can't remember if I used it in the beginning or not. Let me grab my rubber brush, and I'm being called to a little bit. Can I get away with it? That's the question. How can I do that? Because bright pink over any turquoise color makes a gorgeous, astonishingly beautiful blue usually. Alright, how close am I? I'm going to use a little bit of orange crush like I threatened. And then I'm going to call it good. I'm going to try and shimmer this at you. That's a cat hair. I don't want that in there. What's it feel like to not want something and have it be stuck with you? I got it with a fingernail. Yay. I got something dark in there from somewhere. I want more white. And I want that thing that I see right there to be gone. I'm inclined to add a little bit of plum blossom. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I might as well be redoing the whole painting, but it's still got its basic bones. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. That wasn't supposed to be green, but I don't mind the odd streaks in the sky or even the odd color combination lurking around. Cat hairs are another story. Alright. How close am I? I want something extreme. And I think that's red-violet. And it might be a little dancing fuchsia as well. I pulled out the Rhapsody Rose, but I didn't use it. I want full stretch of my arm when I stroke this. I'm going to get a fresh spatula just because I'm tired of having stuff on. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use a piece of paper towel. I gotta get to trying some more of these little marks, these little lines. I like these little lines. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. I think I'm done. She said as she added yet one more layer of paint. That's the periwinkle, in case I didn't say. Which is in a very similar family to the plum blossom. Put a little bit of dancing fuchsia right on my palette. Use my residuals. There. I'm calling that good. Okay. This is the shimmer. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for watching longer. It speaks to the YouTube algorithm. My email address is easpb and the word gallery spelled out @gmail.com if you'd like to inquire about taking a class with me at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, one-on-one, or purchasing an artwork. Linktree, you'll find promo codes for Colourarte products and pixel paint designs. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, a couple of my websites, my Amazon link, Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 of my books are on the Amazon link, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video at around 2 p.m., hopefully. I'll do something else. Thank you. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to the members. Thank you to those of you who use PayPal to make a donation to keep me painting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys endlessly, and you inspire me always. My paint pouring recipes below show more, and I have 34 playlists of 100 videos each, and everything's organized by topic and genre. If you need anything, don't forget, ask questions. It's fine. Thank you for being here. Bye for now. Priscilla out.